DTrace, and there's a bunch of useful one-liners in here. FSInfo is the Illumos provider for VFS, and so I can trace which programs are doing VFS level operations. So the most is node. That's just doing a frequency count. This one's showing, if I'm Splunk D, what actual type of operation is it doing? And it's doing 565 lookups, get adders, read write, locks and unlocks, and so on.
Did you pick Splunk for any particular reason?
No, I just picked it at random. Wow, what a nice example. And this one's on Linux. This is where I'm actually demoing how to do it on Linux using the Paul Fox Linux DTrace port. I don't know how many Linux readers will like skip over that. Oh, DTrace is not. It's like, no, that's actually, here's a DTrace example on Linux. You think they won't catch it? They'll just skim over it. I think it's pretty cool. Doing different things for Linux tracing. Maybe I'll do these demos tonight at the meetup.
Do you trace on Linux?
Yeah. Actually, I think I said I would as part of the. I was reading it like, what did I say I'd talk about? All right, I should do DTrace on Linux. So that was just doing operations. If you in the DTrace Toolkit, there's a bunch of power tools to do nice things for file system level tracing. So there's OpenSnoop. I use OpenSnoop pretty frequently, and it shows which files are being opened by who, and what the error code was if they returned error. Can be handy. OpenSnoop works system-wide. In fact, I can demo OpenSnoop on Mac OS X. Here's Mac OS X. Here's my laptop. Firefox just opened a cache file. Google Chrome just opened a cache file. Whatever that is, what's that? The new client. That's opening things. Dev TTY. Hey, who are you? I saw cups go up. Is this a print demon? It's something. Yeah, I just fired up VMware. Okay, all right. There you go. It's opening stuff. Interesting. I included that in the file system chapter because it's file system based. System call latency.
I just quickly look it up on Google, and apparently it's a default printer that VMware has, so you can disable that service going to settings and print printers.
Oh, it's a print service for VMware. Okay, yeah, I should disable it. Cool. This is a construct I've mentioned before, saying it's really important. This is timing. This is measuring the latency for syscall. I'm doing it. What's different here is in the predicate, I'm making sure I'm only tracing ZFS. So ZFS reads, not SOCFS reads, not UFS reads, not PROCFS reads, only ZFS. And that's showing the access time. Look at these. Oh, what a beautiful distribution. That one is likely to be cache hits, and that one's going to be cache misses. Because that's 2 to 8 milliseconds, and that's 4 to 16 microseconds. And so I explain all that there. And then you can do the same at the VFS level. I do have block device I/O stacks in here. You can't do this if you're logged into a smart machine, so only the operator can do this. But I can pick on, say, I/O start, which is a probe for when disk I/O begins, and I can look at the stack backtrace to see why in the kernel we were calling that disk I/O. And this can be useful when you see disk I/O that you can't explain. It's like, I don't know where this disk I/O is coming from. You can trace it in the kernel, have a look, and you might discover, that's the ZFS resilvering asynchronous job. It's like, no wonder I couldn't see it in PS-EF or top, because it's not an application. It's some kernel origin source of disk I/O. In fact, I did the same thing on Linux. DTrace IO start and showing an ext4 read page. Oh, sysread, doing a read. Very cool. As an objective I had, you needed to understand that if need be, you can get into internals. So like there's tons and tons of ZFS. I can go, if I have kernel access, so I can't do this from the SmartOS Smart Machine, but with kernel access I can go right through ZFS and answer any arbitrary question. And to give you an idea of the type of things you might answer, I have advanced file system tracing scripts and a giant table from DTrace, Gregg 11. This is just quoting a table from my DTrace book to show you the sort of things you can measure, which is tons and tons and tons. Like getting into UFS and ZFS and VFS to trace slow ZIO event dumps, show ZIO event dump, ZIO event tracing detail, ZIO type summary by pool, ZFS read-write time, storage pool allocator, sync tracing, and on and on and on. So DTrace does get very advanced. DTrace can get advanced if you need it to really answer any question.